On August 13, 2023, the baseball world was rocked by a shocking report involving Tampa Bay Rays shortstop Franco. See, a Dominican woman and her mom alleged that Franco, a 22-year-old sensation, might be involved with Loredana Chevalier, who says she's only 14. Now, shortly after the story started circulating, the Rays benched Franco and the MLB kicked off an investigation. And just like that, the trajectory of one of baseball's rising superstars hung in the balance. Hailing from Boni in the Dominican Republic, Franco has been shining with the Rays since 2021. When this scandal broke, he was rocking a .281, .344, .475 batting average, boasting 17 homers and 58 RBIs. To top it off, he just celebrated his MLB All-Star debut this season. Then, pictures of Franco with a young girl began making the rounds. Fans braced themselves for the storm, with some in the media speculating he might never set foot on an MLB field again. While some immediately pointed fingers at Franco, others championed the innocent until proven guilty stance. Among the latter was Boston Red Sox icon David Ortiz, who was quick to offer Franco support. But the plot thickened. People did some online sleuthing on Chevalier's profile and found photos of her drinking, driving, and even taking care of a kiddo. Now, if you're scratching your head over why that's a big deal, here's the thing. You've got to be at least 18 to drink or drive in the Dominican Republic. Then, on August 18, the Daily Mail threw another twist in the tale. Turns out, Franco has a wife, Rochelle Paulino. Yep, the two have even got kids together. And in just a matter of days, public opinion seems to have done a 180. Initially facing severe backlash, inconsistencies in the accuser's narrative now have swayed many to Franco's corner. That said, any definitive conclusion will have to hold until all investigations wrap up. Taking immediate action, the Rays benched the 22-year-old by placing him on the restricted list. This decision ensures that Franco will be off the field for a minimum of 6 games, as MLB probes into the controversial social media post linked to him. Franco was noticeably absent from Sunday's game against Cleveland at Tropicana Field, and he didn't join the Rays on their flight to San Francisco. They're kicking off a 6-game road trip starting Monday against the Giants. When pressed for comments about Franco's alleged involvement with the minor, the Attorney General's media office in the Dominican Republic responded with, "There are investigations regarding that matter. As of now, it's uncertain whether Franco has secured legal representation to voice his side." Although the Rays remain tight-lipped about the specifics of the social media content, they did disclose that both the team and Franco mutually agreed on his placement on the restricted list. What's more, Franco will continue to receive his pay while this restriction is in place. Commenting on the ongoing MLB investigation, the team later mentioned, "We stand by the league's efforts to thoroughly understand the entire matter," and added, "Keeping in mind the respect for everyone involved, we won't be making further statements right now." Eric Neander, Rays president of baseball operations, spoke to the media primarily about baseball affairs and emphasized, "Whatever we've said about Wander is all we have to offer on that topic." As of now, Franco boasts a .281 batting average with 17 home runs and 58 RBIs this season. He had a strong run of 40 straight games, and recently, over 11 games, he was on fire with a .411 average, hitting 6 home runs and bringing in 11 RBIs. In Franco's absence on Sunday, 22-year-old rookie Oslavis Basabe took the reins at shortstop, marking his major league debut. He was also slated to start in Monday's game in San Francisco. Interestingly, Franco was in the middle of a hot 7-game hitting streak, batting at an impressive .517. Yet, during Sunday's match, he was merely a spectator from the Rays dugout, exiting during the 5th inning. Post the Rays' 9-2 defeat to the Guardians, he wasn't spotted in the clubhouse. When asked for comments, manager Kevin Cash steered clear of the Franco issue and expressed faith in his team's resilience and ability to keep their eyes on the game. Cash spoke highly of his team, speaking on the balance between the vibrant energy of the young players and the steadfast endurance of the veterans. Cash also acknowledged that he's confident in their ability to push forward. According to him, their game's been on point, and he hopes they can keep the momentum going. Post Sunday's game, when probed about Franco's absence and if there were any underlying issues, Cash was straight to the point. "No, it was just a regular day off," he stated. Then pressed about the buzzing speculations around Franco, Cash reiterated, "I am privy to the talks out there, but I won't delve deeper into that. He had the day off simply because it was scheduled that way." It's worth noting that in late June, Franco was benched for how he responded to frustrating situations and, in Cash's words at the time, not always being the best teammate. According to recent reports, the National Agency for Boys, Girls, Adolescents and Family and Gender Violence Unit is stepping in to oversee Wander Franco's case. Proceedings will be held in Franco's hometown, Peravia, with Judge Loredana Chevalier presiding. Given her extensive experience with similar cases, as reported by ESPN and the Associated Press, she is well equipped for the case. Currently, efforts are underway to compile evidence and secure witness testimonies before the court sessions commence. Meanwhile, Franco will obviously stay on the restricted list. Some time ago, on June 18, the Minnesota Twins made the call to place Jorge Lopez on the restricted list. This came after Lopez struggled in the season's early stages, recording a disappointing 5.00 ERA across 29 games. Mere hours later, news surfaced that he had moved to the 15-day injured list, citing mental health concerns. Worth noting is another list, the disqualified list, which is essentially disciplinary. Players moved to this list do free up a roster spot, but the intent here is clear: to suspend the player. Recent buzz around the baseball grapevine comes courtesy of insider Hector Gomez. He's dropped a bombshell referencing a dependable source who believes that Wander Franco's days in the MLB might be numbered. At just 22, Franco has been on fire for the Tampa Bay Rays. Over 112 games, he chalked up a solid .281 batting average. His on-field dynamism was evident, smashing 17 homers, raking in 58 RBIs, and sneaking in 30 base steals. His performance was recognized with a coveted All-Star team spot, a career first for him. The backdrop to this tumultuous time for Franco is his 11-year, $182 million contract inked with the Rays in November 2021. This wasn't just another contract. It marked a pivotal moment given the Rays' typically constrained budgetary approach to player signing. But now, with all these allegations swirling around, Franco's baseball future seems to be on thin ice. Both the MLB bigwigs and the legal heads in the Dominican Republic are digging deep into this. Wrapping things up, it's super important to know that all the allegations around Franco right now are still just that, allegations. Now, if they're true, the MLB has a track record of taking such claims very seriously. Remember the cases like Aroldis Chapman or Jose Reyes? Both faced suspensions due to off-field incidents even before any legal verdicts were delivered. Chapman was handed a 30-game suspension in 2016 for his alleged involvement in a domestic violence incident, while Reyes received an 81-game suspension the same year for similar reasons. Given these precedents, Franco could be in for a rough patch. The MLB doesn't shy away from making hard decisions, even when star players are involved. As for Franco's future, well, that'll largely depend on the outcome of the investigation. Whether he'll soon be back on the diamond or bench for a bit, we'll just have to wait and see.